Hi, I'm David Burnett. I'm the CEO of Crowded Comics.
Hey, I'm Oleg. I'm the CTO.
And I'm Kevin Cannon, and I'm the chief cartoonist for the company.
And Crowded Comics is democratizing the editorial cartoon. We are crowdsourcing captions and opinions for professional, original, timely cartoons in response to the news. And then we're working with various media partners to syndicate and license our embeddable module to add that type of interactivity to their sites. So we're enabling readers to participate in the news in a new way. In terms of specific hurdles, we're a very young company. We're about 3 months old. We actually created this company basically the week our South by Southwest accelerator application was due. So we're very young. In terms of specific hurdles, we haven't had any pivots yet. We've just rolled out our first beta, our restricted beta at the end of February. In terms of broader hurdles, in terms of what's led us here, I think Kevin and I are friends from college, and I have a background in doing strategy for companies and improving processes for very rich companies and making them richer. And through some discussions with Kevin, we decided, why don't we take that focus and try and apply it to the old art of editorial cartoons, as Kevin is a professional cartoonist, and try and reinvigorate that model and allow people to interact with the news in a new way and pull them into news in a new way. So not a specific challenge, but that's something that we're looking to do by the social side of our business. In terms of specific challenges, I think as any young startup, one of the key first things that you have to do is make sure you have the right resources. And I think we've been very fortunate to do that, but what that means is our right resources aren't all co-located at the same location. So Oleg lives in Brooklyn, I live in Manhattan, Kevin lives in Minnesota, all of our cartoonists are spread kind of all over the place. So we are taking a very distributed model and applying it to startup life, which I think has proven some challenges for how we work with an agile methodology as part of our development and as part of our content creation. But thus far, nothing that has been insurmountable.
Most useful resources we extracted from open source communities like Drupal, leveraging a huge community to help us build a platform. And at the same time giving back a little bit by contributing modules.
Yeah, I think one of the key things is that as any startup facing new product development and trying to get a product out in a short period of time, one of the greatest resources that we found, as Oleg said, is that open source availability of what's already out there, what can we leverage, build on top of, and build a unique product by using what others before us have done on the technical side. On the content side, obviously everything we do is brand new, created from scratch. But I think the resources, definitely open source has proven very useful.
I mean, as human resources, we're backed by a great network of cartoonists who are excited about the project and who basically the site wouldn't exist without their work. So.
In terms of the primary abyss, we just launched our restricted beta at the end of February. So we're in the stage right now where we are going out and recruiting new users and asking our users to help spread the word for us. And I think that by itself is a challenge for a company no matter what their size is. But for a small startup, introducing something new and trying to catch attention from people when there's so many things that are out there, so many distractions, that's our biggest hurdle right now. In terms of other things, as we continue to grow, continue to create new media partnerships, negotiate deals with newspapers and news sites, I think that will always be something that we're trying to tackle. But thus far, that's been relatively straightforward, I think, compared to just getting people to focus on one thing on the internet with so many things that are out there. I think maybe this is a question about the social side of our business.
I mean, for me as a cartoonist, just seeing all the captions, the user-generated captions, is funny, and seeing all the different perspectives. I come from a background where it's basically just me, completely alone, providing my own artwork, and words, and so to open it up to crowdsourcing is just a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think for me, one of the things has been I come from a much more larger corporate background, and I've spent many years making rich companies richer. And I think that the thing that appeals most to me about this is it's that social aspect of we're helping give people a voice in a new way, adding their voices to political events and to news events, but at the same time allowing them to have fun with the news, and that's been very rewarding for me.
For me, it's all about giving technology to the people, because I've worked at large news publications, and usually they take those tools and control the news that they want to push through. And I like my tools to be used for the better of the society. Let everybody use it and publish the news.
I think my inspiration for all of this, as I mentioned before, is kind of the social side of this. It's the fact that there are users right now who are interacting with the news in a new way because of what we've built for them. Some of that may be people who are just joking around, but some of that is people who are advocating opinions in real ways with editorial cartoons, and we're giving them the opportunity not just to do that on our site, but to have that appear in a partner publication representing their opinions as part of their local community. So I think one of the things that inspires me most is just the impact we can have with some of our users in terms of their relationship with the news.
Yeah, I agree. I get big satisfaction from seeing other people use my tools. So that's a great motivator for me.
Yeah, and for me, just our base of cartoonists really inspired me. Getting to check my email every morning and see what they produce for the day is really great.